The system works, just throw yourself into it, listen to what they've got to say and give it time. But I've no doubt that if you implement the Action Coach system along with someone that you get along with, you can't really go wrong. Yeah, it's a no-brainer for me. Yeah, so business is okay. I came from a estate agency background, but I was just an estate agent. I'd never ran a business before. So we sort of winged it for the first 18 months or so, just hustling and doing what I thought I needed to do to win business. And then we just got so busy that I'm working all hours God sends and not really seeing the family and things like that. That's not really the life I wanted. That's just what, I didn't set the business up to, I set the business up to work hard and make a success of it, but I didn't set it up for it to just totally consume me and not have any life outside of it really. Because me and my wife worked in the business together, so it's like when it's a husband and wife running the business, it can be a little bit tricky. So sort of like a bit of a mediator sometimes. So that was very, very helpful. And like I said, a sounding board to bounce my ideas off. And then sometimes someone to not necessarily make decisions, but when I've got loads of options, sort of guiding through which ones maybe the pros and cons of each one, the best decision to make, what are the next steps forward, asking questions to me. That's probably the biggest thing that I've got out of it, both personally and within the business as well, of where we want to be in 1, 2, 5 years time. I find it very, very difficult to plan probably more than 3 or 4 months in advance, but Ed's helped us sort of, he's stretching me out now, to be honest, looking further and further into the future. Now we're sort of probably at like 6 to 12 months fairly comfortably, but I appreciate we need to get further than that. But I wouldn't be able to do that on my own, definitely not. What I've noticed, it accelerates growth as well, because your focus is better on the things that need to be focused on. And if you've got a team in place, letting them deal with the stuff they need to deal with instead of just getting involved too much. Me personally, the biggest impact has been getting our KPIs and numbers very, very simple for everyone in the business to understand. That's it. And literally our whole business is ran on these set of numbers. If we hit those sets of numbers and everyone's accountable and responsible for 1 number or 2 numbers, we know that the result will be delivered at the end. Within 12 months, you could certainly see a difference. Within 2 years, it was just bonkers. Like, we could never have dreamed of being where we were at the start of that sort of journey to being not even at the end of the journey, but 2 years in. Me and Em just sat there and were like, this is crazy. Like, the numbers we're delivering are just phenomenal compared to anything I'd ever dealt with in estate agency before. And then to think it's your own, it's really, really powerful. Okay. So year 1 was 56 grand. Year 2 was 161. Then it jumped up to 250. And then it just went mad and jumped from like 250 to 426,000 in a year. It was just mind blowing. But I can go away quite comfortably for 1-2 weeks, no problem at all. One of my goals for this year is to have 4 weeks out of the business done. And I don't think there's many people in my position that can do that in this industry, because a lot of them are still so invested in the business on the front line that they really struggle. But just being able to take my daughter to school and go to parties and things like that and go and actually see what's going on at her school and being involved with my other daughter's football team, yeah, it's a really, really nice place to be. And we're able to give back as well and like help them out, like our friends, our family, charities, local communities, local organisations, and that's a lovely position to be in, because they all really helped at the start and recommend business to us and helped out if I needed phones answering, things like that. So yeah, they've been invested in it right from the start as well. So yeah, it's a nice feeling.